Hello, Pickled Onion Knight here with the first of what I hope is going to be many videos. If they're popular, I'll continue doing them. If they're not, I won't. Usual rules apply. And this is stamp pickups. Now, because I've already done the folders, there's kind of nothing new to really show. So what I've decided to do is I'm just going to periodically, by which I mean probably twice or three times a year, is I'm just going to show all the recent pickups that I've had since the last thing I showed, which is obviously the folders. So what this means is that basically I haven't been buying much. I've been trying to buy things as they come out, but I haven't gone back and bought anything for the gaps in my collection. So if that's what you're hoping to see, then I'm sorry to disappoint. This is just going to be the new stuff that's come out in the last couple of months. It's all going to be presentation packs, so if you're not into that, then you can skip this one and not worry about it. If you're not into that, there's going to be nothing interesting for you. So, yeah, so I just want to go through them quickly here. This is presentation pack 543, issued on the 13th of July 2017, and it's Landmark Buildings. Not an awful lot to go through. Got what we got here: the Library of Birmingham, the Switch House, Tate Modern. Yeah, so it's architectural stuff. I think it does tell you what everything is, but I think you'd have to be dead into architecture to be that interested in this set. So anyway, next we have presentation pack 544, and that is the Great War 1917. This was issued on the 31st of July this year, and it's scenes depicting the war. So what we got? We've got Shattered Poppy. What's that from? Dead Man's Dump. Some nurses. Anyway, lots of war images there on the stamps, which is going to be a recurring theme. It is with the stamps and the coins for the next. Well, I suppose there's only one more to go now. There's probably only 1918 next year. But they've been doing a similar thing with the coins as well, because yeah, obviously a major event, and it marks the 100th anniversary of it. Something a bit more fun though, presentation pack 545, classic toys. Now some of these I remember from when I was a kid. Some of them, in fact, they were still around when I was a kid, but they'd, yeah, I mean a lot of these are sort of 50s and 60s originals, I think. Cindy, I think, is 50s. What have we got here? The Merrythought Bear. I don't know what that is. Spirograph, I definitely remember. Stickle Bricks. Yep. Action Man, Duplo, Meccano, Fuzzy Felt, and a Space Hopper. Look, so all these nice things. Do you know what? I really like that Space Hopper stamp. I think there's something just really nice about that. I mean, you know, the rest of them are sort of brand namey things, and you sort of go, ugh, brand name, horrible. But the Space Hopper I really like. Although one thing that's annoying me about this pack, where they've actually sealed the plastic with, you know, the heat press thing that they use to do these things, they've done it all wonky, so it doesn't look right. It's really, you know, really been done sort of slapdash. It's not. But oh well, I can possibly replace that at some point, or just leave it as it is. I don't know. But there you are. Anyway, that was issued on the 22nd of August this year, for no good reason other than they just fancy issuing some toys. Now here's another interesting one, another nice fun one, and it is Ladybird books, which. So that was issued on the 14th of September this year, and it's all the different Ladybird books. Some of them are quite hard to see. But what I like about Ladybird books is not only do they remind me of my childhood, because everyone used to have it. You used to get them out of Woolies. They were the big... Woolworths used to stock pretty much the entire selection of Ladybird books all the time. Because I think it was... I don't know if I'm right in this, but I think it was actually one of their brands at some point was Ladybird. I could be wrong, but yeah, that's where we used to get them as kids anyway. But recently, the good thing about Ladybird books is a lot of them have been reissued as sort of funny versions of Ladybird books, whereas the ones that are on the stamps seem to be genuine sort of classic books. The sort of spoof ones they've reissued recently are quite funny as well. I've got quite a few of them too. Because they've all been done in that sort of late 60s, early 70s style, which is really good. And the last one is number 547, which was issued on the 12th of October this year. So I've only got this, end of last week. And that is the Star Wars set. Now, I know there was already a Star Wars set. Was it last year, I think, or the year before? But yeah, so you've got... Actually, I don't know who half of these characters are, because I'm ashamed to say I still haven't watched episode 7. I sort of got bored with it within about half an hour and turned it off and never bothered watching the rest of it. I probably should, but yeah, it just bored the hell out of me. So these are the stamps here. There's obviously C-3PO's there, and Chewbacca and R2-D2. The rest of them I'm not really sure who they are, although it does say... Maz Kanata, so BB-8 obviously I have seen because that was the droid that was in all the adverts. Pug, does that say Porg? Something Porg here. There's a Porg or Porg, I don't know. Yeah, so nice set of stamps, but I just think they could do better. You know. I don't know who half these characters are, so there you go. Now, the more eagle-eyed amongst you that have watched the rest of my videos will realise that there is actually a pack missing. And that is the Post and Go set that was issued a month ago. Now, I do want to get that at some point. Unfortunately, I fell for the same bullshit basically I always fall for, saying if you want the Star Wars stamps, you're going to have to pre-order them. So I did, and while I was able to pre-order them, because I have to buy all my stamps off online now, because my local post office is utter shit. It really, really is. They've never got anything, and then when they do, they get like one pack in, and somebody always beats me to them. But anyway, the point is, I fell for the pre-order thing. I ordered the stamps. I ordered some of the back stamps that I needed. But I wasn't able to order the Post and Go ones. They weren't available to order until about a week before they came out. And I actually did the order about 2 months ago. So yeah, that's why I haven't got them. Hopefully next time I will have them, because I plan on getting them on the next order I do. Incidentally, all of these are still available. I know I fell for the pre-order nonsense, but all of these are still available and on the Royal Mail shop online. And I don't know if they deliver internationally, but I can't imagine why they wouldn't. So if you did want to collect them, there's no need to pay an inflated eBay price. You can still get them from the Royal Mail online. All of these are still available, as are the ones I'm missing. So that's it. This is just going to be a quick video, and this is probably how these are going to go, because I haven't... The trouble I've got now is that a lot of the stamps and some of the presentation packs that I need to fill up my collection are getting towards being the expensive ones. Now, I did a video about a year ago, perhaps, that explained how to get some of the more common stamps. The thing with stock books, you know, you buy the stock book, you take out what you need, you sell on what you don't need. That's sort of become a bit exhausted for me now, because you know, I'm not finding anything that I need, because it's all common stuff, and people know what they're looking for. And a lot of the good stuff that I might need has already been ploughed through and taken out. I'm not saying it won't happen. I mean, I wouldn't. If I were to go and buy a stock book tomorrow, likelihood is there'd be at least maybe one stamp in there that I would need. But it's getting to the point where that's very unlikely. So it does mean that if I do have to now go and pay dealer's price or eBay price or something for my stamps. So unfortunately, it does mean that as these videos come up, they are mostly going to be new presentation pack, unless I get a wicked deal on something, you know, unless I find, you know, a four-cornered penny black for 20 quid. You know, with an original Maltese cross on it or something like that, then yeah, sure, I'll show that off, but I am not willing to spend the money that sort of thing requires. Not at the moment, anyway. I really can't afford to. So just be warned that if new release presentation packs aren't your thing, you're probably not going to get a lot out of any of these future videos, unless something ridiculously stupid comes up and maybe I win the pools or something and can just buy loads of stuff. I mean, I don't know. So yeah, that's it. I think I'm recording this. What is this? The end of October, or third week in October now. So obviously I haven't got the Christmas stamps yet. They don't get issued until the second week in November. But that will probably be, unless a royal dies or something between now and then, that will probably be the last set issued this year, will be the Christmas stamps. So probably the next one of these I'm going to do will probably be about March, April next year. But I don't know. A lot of things haven't gone on the release schedule yet, so I've no clue what might be there. So that's it. As usual, questions, comments. If you like this, then you can throw a thumbs up. If not, then, you know, just leave it. You don't have to put a thumbs down. You could just leave it. So yeah, hopefully next time I do one of these, I have something more interesting to show you, but I doubt it. Because I think, apart from anything new I buy, I think the stamp stuff has started to run its course, which is unfortunate because I really like doing them, and obviously they have chimed with some people. But yeah, feel free to add comments. Keep them nice, as I always say. There's no need to be rude about anything. Some other videos are flashed up here if you want to go and take a look. And I'm off to put these into one of my nice folders and keep them really nice where nobody will ever see them again. I've been Pickled Onion Knight, and I'll see you in another video.